why the Packers should and shouldn't trade for Tyreek Hill, analyzing the potential move. The Green Bay Packers have long been in search of a true game-changing wide receiver to elevate their offense, and Tyreek Hill is a name that has increasingly been linked to trade rumors. While nothing official has emerged between the Packers and Miami Dolphins, the possibility of Hill heading to Green Bay is an intriguing one, particularly when you consider his potential fit with quarterback Jordan Love. But before any major moves are made, it's worth considering the pros and cons of such a high-profile trade. Here's a breakdown of 2 key reasons why the Packers should pursue a trade for Tyreek Hill, and 3 reasons why they might want to steer clear. Reasons the Packers should trade for Tyreek Hill. A deep threat for Jordan Love. One of Hill's greatest strengths is his elite speed, making him an undeniable deep threat. This would be a perfect complement to Jordan Love's quarterback style, which thrives on taking deep shots down the field. Pairing these two could result in a highly productive connection that could completely transform the Packers' offensive attack. Hill's ability to stretch the field would allow other key receivers, like Romeo Doubs and Jaden Reed, to operate more effectively on intermediate and slot routes. This dynamic would not only open up more options for Love but also create additional space for the rest of the offense. While Hill may not fit the mold of a traditional outside receiver due to his size, his proven success throughout his career suggests that he could thrive in Green Bay's system. Easing draft pressure. The Packers are likely feeling the pressure to add a weapon for Jordan Love in the upcoming 2025 NFL Draft. Trading for Hill could alleviate that burden, allowing the team to focus on other critical needs. With cornerback and edge rusher positions looming large on their draft board, acquiring Hill would allow GM Brian Gutekunst to take a more balanced approach when it comes to building the roster. By securing Hill in a trade, Green Bay would not need to invest valuable early-round draft picks in another wide receiver, which could be a significant advantage when addressing more pressing gaps in the defense. Reasons the Packers should avoid trading for Tyreek Hill. 1. Age and risk of decline. At 31, Hill is no longer in the prime of his career, and his reliance on speed makes him particularly vulnerable to age-related regression. While he's been a standout performer in the past, the Packers would need to carefully assess whether Hill can maintain his level of play. His performance in 2024 could provide key insights into whether his best years are behind him, and the risk of paying a premium price for a declining asset might not align with Green Bay's long-term vision. Costly contract. Hill's current contract represents a massive cap hit, with $28 million in 2025 and a staggering $52 million slated for 2026. While a restructure could reduce some of these numbers, the Packers would still be dealing with a significant financial commitment. For a team already facing salary cap constraints, Hill's contract could prove difficult to integrate into the team's current financial structure, making the trade potentially too expensive for what could be a short-term gain. Potential disruption to team chemistry. The Packers have built their offense on a system that values balance and teamwork. Hill, however, has a history of being a diva wide receiver, known for his individualistic style and high-profile personality. This could create friction in a locker room that thrives on egalitarian principles. While Hill is undoubtedly talented, his mindset may not mesh well with the Packers' culture, which could disrupt the cohesion of the offense. A trade with Miami. What would it take? If a deal were to happen, it's likely that the Packers would be able to secure Hill for a relatively modest draft return. Given his age, declining value, and hefty salary, GM Brian Gutekunst should not offer more than a conditional 6th-round pick, with terms based on Hill's availability during the regular season. This would be a low-risk move that could provide an immediate boost to the Packers' offense while keeping their long-term goals intact. Conclusion. Is it worth the risk? The trade between the Packers and Dolphins for Tyreek Hill presents both opportunities and challenges. On one hand, Hill could provide an immediate deep threat and offer strategic flexibility in the draft. If you want to stay updated on the latest rumors and insights surrounding this potential trade and other NFL developments, make sure to like and subscribe. Our coverage ensures that you won't miss any crucial updates. Let's keep the conversation going as we head into what could be a pivotal offseason for the Packers.